A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of For Light and Dice. We return to our heroes, half of them on Yag'Dhul, the other half on Naboo, settling in. Let's see what happens.
So Druga is the Rhodian, and
And
Viki is the Jawa.
Yeah.
Ooh, a Jawa Jedi.
Yeah, that's really cool, Chris.
Uh, the Rhodian Jedi kind of smiles, so they're Rhodian, so they just have that the snout going, and gestures you all to sit, and they say, "Oh, thank you so much for meeting with us. It is quite an honor based on some of the things you have done with Jedi Knight Elzar Mann."
And Wynne kind of moves forward, places a hand on Lysander's back to kind of guide him slightly toward the table, and as they sit down across from the Jedi Masters, they say, "Well, it was a lot of fun and a very interesting experience working with the Jedi man."
It always is.
Is he always like that?
Always.
Good to know.
The Jawa says, "Hutiki tuka," and the Rhodian Jedi waves their hand and says, "Yes, yes, yes, of course. We just need to make some small talk first before we begin. I have some questions for you."
Of course. I'm Wynne. This is...
Lysander, yes.
They know my name.
Yes, they do know your name.
We come on behalf of the Jedi Council and the Senate.
That's exciting. We come on behalf of about 8 different beings, and none of them are Jedi or the Senate.
Yes, well, we have questions regarding this. And he slides out a projector, like a thin disc, and slides it to the table, turns it on, and there's a projection of the box that you had a long, long time ago.
Oh. That.
We were wondering how you came in possession of this.
One kind of exhales and looks up to Lysander. You want to tell them the story, or you want me to do it?
I mean, it's a long story, and technically, you were the one who got us that job, so...
Wynne turns back and says, "We were hired to ferry the box from Coruscant to Nalhutta. We were given the box by a middleman in a cantina called... Oh, what was the name of it? It's a canonical cantina. What was it? Let me check the notes. Actually, Wynne pulls out their data pad and taps a few... we met a contact at a bar called the Moshi Bar on Coruscant. We were given instructions not to open the box. Obviously, we did. So that's how we can tell you what was inside. We then ferried the box from Coruscant to Nalhutta, where we delivered it to Ybor the Hutt, as promised by the job. Things went south from there."
Were you aware that the middleman contact that put you on the job in the first place has been killed?
Wicker's dead?
What?
Yes, an explosion, actually. Only a couple cycles after you left Coruscant.
Ugh. That's suspicious.
Indeed.
Well, I'm sure you can tell with your Jedi-ness that we didn't know until this moment that Wicker was dead.
The Jawa says, "Hutukakitu," and the Rodian nods and just says, "It seems that you are telling the truth."
Wynne kind of looks up at Lysander and leans over and says, maybe they could teach you how to do that. That would be really useful.
It would be really useful, wouldn't it?
Both the Jedi tilt their head at Lysander and kind of look at each other, and Driga says, "Master Elzar did mention that you are strong with the Force, Lysander."
Lysander's just a little stunned because he's just like, wait, Elzar was talking about me to the other Jedi.
Yes, it's unfortunate that you're too old to be trained.
Well, he has to be strong at something, and he's not a very strong sabacc player.
Okay. You didn't need to go there.
You do realize that to be trained by this point, Lysander, would be very dangerous for you.
And why is that?
Because I sense great sorrow within you.
I don't know what you mean.
Tell me, why did you choose to leave your family?
Well, that's a little personal, don't you think?
We're here to investigate all matters related to your activities, including your past.
All matters. Just okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's is there like calf? Could we get some calf? I'm feeling a little like I should be drinking calf.
You will not be able to leave until we complete these questions.
That's fine.
If you don't mind.
I was just hoping they could bring some calf to us, but that's okay. Wynne waves the hand. I probably drink too much calf anyway.
I sense fear within you, Wynne.
Well, living under the crushing weight of debt in a capitalist galactic economy is not a fun thing.
I sense it's something more.
Also, we did watch a diner of people get blown up by mystical space pirates. So, there's a little bit of underlying anxiety going on there.
Yes, on that topic that you so skillfully approached, please tell us more about this Gungan marauder.
Wynne checks their data pad again, because the player is actually checking their data pad.
Well, he was part of the Nihil.
That was the main thing. I was checking to see if we ever actually spoke to... It doesn't look like I wrote down whether or not we actually got their name, but we had two separate encounters with them.
I feel like we had mentioned the Nihil with them before, though, but maybe I could be wrong.
You did, just to kind of jog your memory, back when you first encountered them on the asteroid, somebody, I forget who, did roll an knowledge check to confirm that they're a Nihil.
Oh, they're definitely Nihil. I was just looking to see whether or not Wynne had noted down Captain Thess's name.
Got it.
It looks like they're definitely Nihil. I don't have the Gungan's name written down, but we had a few run-ins. There was one at an asteroid field when they tried to take the ship. Unclear if they were attempting to take the ship or the box or what was going on there, or just kill us all, because that's a thing Nihil do. We also had the encounter with them at the diner. when they did kill a whole bunch of innocent people, including one that I actually liked, which is a very rare thing in this galaxy.
All life is sacred, Wynne.
Sacred, yes. Likeable, no. You ever met
Tell
a
me-
Tuca cat?
I have. I am quite fond of them.
They're not fond of me.
That sucks. I guess you can never meet my 5 Tuca cats.
Wade kind of looks up at Lysander and just pauses for a minute and says, I have just had so many things about you explained to me.
I sense that you are telling us the truth, and you had no ill will towards Ebor the Hutt, nor did you understand who you were working for. But please also understand that your lives are in great danger. You have made many an enemy across the galaxy, and your infamy is grown.
That would explain some other things that have happened recently.
What other things?
I mean, if Elzar's talked to you, you'd know that we were attacked when we were at Yag'Dhul.
I have read his report, yes. There was one piece missing, though, that I do have questions about. The computer system at the space station. How were you able to alter it?
Well, one of our companions, was plugged into the mainframe. I don't know if that's what you were talking about. Or were you discussing the moment where the station was about to fall?
The part where the station was about to get a whole lot of people killed because it was moving trajectory suddenly. For a droid to be able to do such a thing, it would have to break through several advanced layers of security. It would have to be very powerful and quite illegal in Republic space if you were to possess something like that.
Oh, that's not one in. One in is one in's good, but not that good. I also kind of feel like one in makes up this stuff as they go along.
So then what was it?
When kind of inhales for a minute and exhales and then says, I have no idea why the system was able to be manipulated in such a way by whatever did it.
Both the Jedi kind of look at each other, and Vicky just shakes his head no. It seems that you're not prepared to be completely transparent with us.
Well, beings aren't traditionally transparent.
Ambassador Pola kind of steps in and says, Jedi, they have just returned from a very long journey. Perhaps once they settle in and have time to think about your questions, we could continue this tomorrow. And the Jedi kind of look over for a moment, surprised that Ambassador Pola has even said anything. And Ambassador Pola then says, and remember, you are guests here just like they are. The Jedi nod.
And Wynn also nods and says, I would be happy to continue answering questions for our, and they look up at Lysander, very good friends, the Jedi.
And one says,
Wow, this is really tense.
Yeah, Lysander exhales a breath that he didn't even know he was holding.
So the Jedi stand up and bow respectfully to you all, and the Rodian simply says, "We will speak to you later," and they walk out.
Looking forward to it.
Ambassador Pola just looks at the two of you and says, "Go get settled in, but you have to understand at some point you're going to have to tell them the truth, whatever it is that you're hiding."
We're not hiding anything.
It's not a matter of not telling them the truth. It's figuring out how to tell them the truth.
Well, there is another reason why I invited you all here, but perhaps we can talk about that later. When you decide to be a little bit more honest with the Jedi.
That's completely reasonable. Does that sound reasonable to you, Lysander?
Yeah.
We will discuss among ourselves the best way to provide the information that the Jedi are looking for based on our limited knowledge of how all that worked.
On one, it's a 10 goes up suddenly, and you hear a recording of Wynne saying, "Can I get a nice calf, please?"
I mean, the droid's right.
Ambassador Polo then says, "You are able to go where you wish. You should have instructions where your living quarters will be."
I think, unless Lysander has any objections, we will head to those first and get settled in. We also probably need to discuss further questions by the Jedi.
Yeah. I have no objections. Let's go to...
Okay, cool. Meanwhile, back on Yag'Dhul, you all have successfully made a deal for your trade goods. Where would you like to go next?
I guess ship parts are next, so we can at least get those ordered.
Yeah, so, did we, successfully, go get the stuff off the ship, give it to him, all that stuff?
He is afraid and intimidated of you, intimidated enough to not want to mess with you. So he does, with a droid servant of his, collect the trade goods off your ship and wires you the credits.
Oh,
And simply says, "Great doing business with you."
Well, sweet.
Thanks, Bardio.
Yeah.
Keep up your cardio.
No, you're... So, ship parts!
I was looking at my notes, because I was like, I know I wrote down somewhere what we needed. So I guess let's go. After Bardio leaves, though, Gaz does have a moment of just kind of, bouncing up and down, I've never done anything like that before. Wow! Awesome! Whew. Take that, stupid Jedi! I feel great!
Isn't doing illegal things fun?
Well, no. Getting back up on your high father feels fun. Let's go get some ship parts.
Should we maybe ask the Squonk if it wants any particular parts?
Oh, I guess we should. If we are going to be changing it, we should make sure the Squonk's okay. And from what I have, I know we need gun turrets. When I might need your help on this. Gun turrets, better hyperdrive, better shields, and then normal stuff like seatbelts.
We have seatbelts.
They're crap. They're trash seatbelts.
They're crappy seatbelts
from a garbage bin.
Yeah. Currently, we don't have turrets. We need the top 2 Millennium Falcon style turrets. And everything you've listed is all things that we need.
Okay, cool. Just making sure I have that right. So I guess we'll go talk to the Squonk, and I can use the little screen that Lysander used to watch what happens.
Yeah, Zero is going to approach the Squonk computer and plug in.
All right, that's going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Of course it is. That is a 4?
Okay. The Squonk computer actually takes possession of your psyche.
Oh
and it
God!
And it starts downloading a bunch of your memory into its system, and you hear it running a bunch of routines, and then it simply says, "You must continue with mission. Modifications unnecessary."
Okay. Point of order, our hyperdrive is not optimal. To proceed to coordinates, it might be good to get a better one. Any other improvements could only help with mission.
Very well.
Yeah, you got any, like, suggestions about that?
Yes.
Great! Let's hear them.
1 gravity slice system.
Gravity slice system?
And a hyperspace pulse mass generator.
I'm sure those things are perfectly fine and normal.
A hyperspace pole smash?
Pulse mass.
Oh, pulse smash. Like a pulse gun.
Pulse mass?
Pulse mass. PULSE-MASS. Can we also get a Mass Effect accelerant unit? Can we get that? I don't know how physics in Mass Effect works.
Hyperspace.
I don't either.
Pulse mass. What was the last word?
Okay.
God is writing, like, watching the screen and, like, writing a shopping list.
Good to know. Thanks for all your help. You need anything while we're out?
To continue the mission.
Yeah, okay. And then I will attempt to disconnect.
It lets you.
All right.
Are you okay?
No, but I'm very curious about these items that the ship wants. So let's just go do that. I don't feel great.
It definitely looked like you had a moment there. Did it hurt you?
Well, strictly speaking, I don't feel pain per se, but yeah, I guess we could, that's probably the closest thing to what they did is, yeah, it hurt me. It wasn't fun, for sure.
Do you need to rest or recharge or anything first?
No, I would prefer to, like, be productive,
Okay.
do something. Who needs to think about the horrible things that have happened to them? I think it's much better to busy yourself with tasks.
Zero?
Let's do that.
Zero, we are here for you if you need to.
Okay. So about this how do you slice gravity? One end, do you know about this?
I don't know.
Do I know about this? Being
You can make a technology roll.
Okay, cool.
Has anything like this been in TV shows?
That is a
I don't think so.
19.
That is a system that can basically help improve a computer's ability to hack into other computer systems.
Cool. Love that.
What is the gravity for? Why gravity? That's so scary.
Do I know about the other one as well?
That is a military-grade hyperspace drive that when it goes into hyperspace, if there's any ships around it, it emits a burst of energy that can cause damage.
Oh, that sounds so illegal.
Oh, so illegal. Yeah.
I will explain both of these technologies.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't do the thing where it can get into other ships after what happened on the space station. Wait, can it hear us right now since we're on the ship? Is it listening?
I don't know. Hey, Squonk, you still listening?
It doesn't say anything.
Yeah,
We
I
love
think
you,
we're good.
Squonk. You're such a beautiful ship. We love you so much.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about this off the ship.
Number 2 says,
I sense danger.
Yeah, so do we, honey.
Yeah, so we exit the ship
Yeah.
and lock it.
yeah.
She gets her little data pad and just sends Wynne and Lysander a little text message, HoloNet message that says, "The Squonk is crazy." Send. Go. Hope you're having a better time than we are. No more trade goods. Smiley face.
After a moment, Wynne sends back K.
Aww.
Perfect.
Must be in a good mood, because they sent back a word.
No, they sent back the letter K.
I know, but they answered, and that's probably that was more than what she was expecting. So, once they get off the ship, seriously, should we actually get the Squonk thing that can make space stations crash and kill a lot of people?
I mean, it already has the capability to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if we should improve that capability, though.
Yeah.
And damaging other ships when we enter hyperspace probably, won't be great for our criminal record.
But it might also protect us?
Yeah, but also we have traveled to some heavily populated areas where a lot of ships are. We might kill several innocent people. More than we have already.
I don't disagree. I'm thinking more Nihil levels of protecting ourselves versus innocent people. We could always just tell the Squonk that they were sold out. It's not like it's shopping on the HoloNet.
Yeah, I mean, it did say modifications unnecessary, so, I don't think it's hugely worried about it, but, yeah. Chris, was the sort of damage feature, is that every time the ship goes into hyperspace, or is that,
Every time.
a thing?
Every
Okay.
Holy cow! Okay.
Guys, I think
That's
our ship might be
insane.
evil.
Really? What tipped you off?
That means it can be redeemed, guys. We can,
Yeah, right before it blows up.
we can
Right before it
save
blows up,
it.
yeah.
We
And then
can
the
fix
ghost
it.
the ghost of the Squonk will look upon us approvingly.
Guys, I think we just spoiled the end of the campaign.
I say let's
Oh,
get the
God.
normal stuff, and my vote is to not get the other stuff, because that sounds horrific. What do you two think?
I think that is probably a safe bet. I would also like to investigate the possible procurement of more ships.
We
might
have
be-
two. Why do you need
Yeah.
more?
But we currently have 2 freighters. It might be a good idea to get a starfighter to better defend ourselves.
I don't disagree. I think should be a group decision, though. So I say we pin this and wait till everybody's back together to
Yeah,
talk
maybe
about it.
send a message in the chat. That you've got going.
Yeah,
and
text them.
see what they think.
We also don't have, all of us are not pilots, so if we get too many ships, then we're going to have people who are not good at flying.
I'm just sort of amused by the fact that there's a canonical Squonk group chat. Listeners for Light and Dice, please add us on Twitter and tell us what you think the name of the Squonk group chat is.
Okay, so where are we gonna procure these items?
Is
Do
there...
we have a map?
She just, God just kind of looks around, and does anybody in our nearby vicinity look like they could point us in a direction?
Well, there are holo projections of basically given that are basically available to you. You can walk up to and ask for instructions. They'll also tell you highlights of the local neighborhood that you're in.
Oh, fun. So, how they're all mathematically pleasing. So,
Yeah.
she just walks over to one of the holograms. Excuse me, I would like to be given some intel.
Hello? The projection says, ha ha ha. No one has made that joke before. How can we help you?
Where can we buy some basic ship parts, like upgrades, turrets, hyperdrive ships, stuff like that?
Kakarakt shipping is available to you in 40 meters away.
Oh, and who owns the Kakarakt? I'm trying not to say, like, Dragon Ball Z names. Kakarot shipyard.
Kakarot Incorporated.
Cool. Do they have a bigger, like, anybody own them, or are they locally owned?
They are a Yag'Dhul owned company.
All right. 40 meters that way?
Yes.
You were...
And the image changes, and it shows you a map. It's like a Google Maps thing where it gives you the exact path. The location's 40 meters away, but you actually have to go up like different paths, take a lift, go up to the 40th floor kind of thing.
All right. Shall we go shopping?
Yeah,
Shopping!
this place sounds good. Wynne was telling me the other day that it's always better to shop local than support galactic corporations. So I think this is a good idea.
Yes, and never shop at retail, though.
We also offer special coupons and discounts for retail.
No, we're good. Thank you. We do not need those. No, thank you. Nope. Bye. All right. So she plucks up 2 from the air and starts walking off. Like, let's go shopping. Also, if anybody sees stickers and bumper stickers and T-shirts, we need to make sure we get Wynne and Lysander T-shirts. Wynne needs a coffee mug.
I'm just imagining a shirt that's like, I went to Given and all I got was this crappy equation. It's just like this massive, just like calculus problem.
So we go shopping, Chris.
Yeah. So the store, if you want to call it that, is the size of a massive warehouse. There are droids floating all over the place, working with people. You can see other individuals bartering with droids, trying to get a good price for different parts. It smells like a mechanic shop, which for some of you may enjoy that smell. For the rest of you, it smells terrible. Though Gaz, I think you're the only one who cares.
Gaz is the only one who can smell.
Yeah. A droid immediately floats up to you and says, "Hello, how can we help you today?"
Hi, we are looking for some parts, and I actually forgot to ask. Kind of looks over at 120 Gunkin 2, and one end. There's so many numbers in this line. Do you all need anything too, like oil parts for yourselves, rust remover stuff?
I am currently operating at full efficiency, but thank you.
I don't even know what kind of droid I am, so, like, I don't know what maximum efficiency is for me.
All right. 2, do you need anything while we're here?
I love Rust.
Okay. Well, it's very becoming. Hi, we are looking to upgrade our ship, and we need 2 gun turrets, a hyperdrive, normal one, not a murdering one, shields, and probably some, like, just normal stuff, like seatbelts, cool chairs, party lights, an upgraded chiller, stove, cool stuff, but cheap.
Yeah, so the droid pops open a screen out of its chest and it gives you it's like recording every single thing you're asking for.
Ooh.
Okay, so Chris went ahead and did the math for all this already. So I didn't include the extra stuff. Hold on. Okay, so altogether, you're looking at 41,000 credits for all of this stuff.
Cool. Okay, so we got a lot extra.
Easy.
Because we had like 100,000 from the hut too, right?
200, I
Oh,
thought.
200? Okay,
Yeah,
so
it was
yeah,
200,
we're
yeah.
sitting pretty.
We're pretty okay.
Ooh.
We
I
could
do-
maybe get that ship.
Yeah. I think. Do you have leech ships available?
One end.
Does not compute. We are not familiar with that type of ship.
Okay. What Ed is going to. So it is a ship that detaches from a larger ship that can attach to an enemy vessel and drill into their hull, allowing for personnel to enter.
We do sell mining pods.
How much?
What is it? We're not. What's the price of one?
6,000 credits.
Perfect. Here's the thing, that mining pod will fit perfectly in the escape pod that I launched in the 1 in 2,000. So, I think I'll
Yeah, that'll
purchase,
it'd be perfect size for it. Yeah.
and then I can make modifications, hopefully.
Well, Chris had said earlier that a leech ship would probably be something to order on the black market, that it was like military grade illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, especially the way that thing worked. Being able to
So cool.
barge right into the hull of a ship. Wow.
Yeah.
Is your heart really set on this one end?
Actually, if we can do some black market activities for ship buying, I think I'm gonna hold off on the mining ship.
Okay, but we know now we have a backup, you know, if we
Yeah.
can't really find it on the black market.
Could maybe find a cooler starfighter on the black market too.
Thank you. Little droid, what's your name?
62749.
Thank you, 62749. I think that's it. And how long do these modifications take? Modifications take. Do we need to bring our ship here? How does this work?
You will need to park your ship here, and we will take a cycle to complete the modifications.
Is this Squonk gonna be okay in other people's hands?
I guess we'll find out. I mean, technically it already is. You know, it's under the protection of the given docking authority or whoever. But so, I mean, it should be okay.
Okay.
Provided, you know, it doesn't do what it did before.
Okay. Then we'll bring our ship here. You can go ahead and start pulling those parts, and we'll bring it right back here.
This is a fully automated shop, isn't it? Is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Are we sure that we don't want to have someone watching to make sure the ship doesn't go like, "Hey droid, I want these too."
Yeah.
I like to watch.
Says one.
Oh boy.
Or two, sorry.
This is a fully automated shop. I didn't think about that. Should
Yeah.
one of us stay here?
Yeah, I guess. Well, you wanted me to talk to the Council of Navigators because, you know, I might know stuff, apparently. So I guess that rules me out.
Wow, that's kind of the thing. You both know the most about this whole weird coordinates thing. But you also are the two that talk to the Squonk the most.
But you also are very capable and are familiar with retail shopping environments, so perhaps it would be best suited for you to stick around.
All right, I'll stay with the Squonk. And I'll keep 2 with me.
That is a good idea.
And you...
Yay!
Yay! We'll go shopping again!
So I guess we...
I guess I can just go get the Squonk and bring it back, and you two go on ahead. I get to fly the
All
Squonk!
right, don't crash it.
Yeah, don't.
Somewhere across the galaxy, Wynne reaches up to touch their forehead and says, "I have a bad feeling about this."
I get to fly the Squonk.
Yeah, so I guess 0, 1N, and Gonk head to the Council of Navigators.
Captain Rul'Thess has been stuck on the Starspeeder 500 for he doesn't even know how many cycles at this point. Far too many. The ship is running low on fuel. He maybe has 1 or 2 more hyperspace jumps before the ship runs out of power. And it's at that point the ship's computer system alerts him. Misa getting a transmission? He checks the computer, and he sees the thing he hates most, at least today. He sees Wynne and Lysander walking through Thebes of Naboo. They said went to Naboo. Misa home. Oh, how dare they? To the captain, his next choice is clear. No other choice in his entire life has been more clear than a choice he is going to make. The time of revenge Misa shall have. I will find them. Misa will kill them. Kill them all. And with that, the captain puts in the coordinates to Naboo, his home world where he was once exiled, and where he shall find his prey. Hey everybody, thank you so much for listening to yet another edition of For Light and Dice. We really appreciate you listening to us. Most of the music provided in this episode was created by Grushkov. If you haven't heard their music yet, you definitely should check them out. They're available on all the streaming platforms, and you can buy their music outright on several other platforms. If you wish to hang out with us between game sessions, we are currently on Twitter under the handle @ForLightandDice. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our podcast, please leave a review, and please tell your friends about us. We would love for more people to listen to our show. That's it for this week. Next week is going to be a pretty big episode, y'all, so hang tight. And as always, may the Force be with you.